entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, we work really hard, and not having the right mindset can be crucial. It's a fine line between the success and failure, the ups and downs, the roller coaster. If you don't have the right mindset, it can be really hard to be in business. So we've got a great webinar coming up for you. Jane is an expert on mindset, and she's got some really cool tools that she's going to share with you. So just a little bit about me before we get started. Again, I'm Fran Jeans, and I've actually been in business for 27 years. I've been designing websites and doing digital marketing for folks. And as you can imagine, in 27 years, there's a lot of ups and downs. And trust me, there have been plenty of downs, but I credit mindset to getting me through some really tough times. And it's hard, especially if you don't have somebody giving you tools and working with you. And so what we're going to talk about today, I wish that somebody had shared these things with me many moons ago. So let's get started. I'm going to introduce Jane, and she's going to come on and just really give you some absolute tools for your mindset toolkit. So my good friend Jane is a PhD in holistic health. She is a certified clinical hypnotherapist, certified NLP practitioner, a certified Zig Ziglar performance leader, a certified vision board coach, executive business coach, holistic cancer coach, and she has a bachelor's of business marketing. So as you can tell by all her credentials, she really knows her stuff and can help folks in business. So with that, Jane, are you there? Can you join me?
I'm here. Hello, hello, hello.
Hey there. Hold on. Let me put us on gallery so we're together. Great to see you,
Yay!
Jane. I'm really
See
excited.
you. I know. I am so excited. I am so excited to talk about this today because it is so important and it truly is the foundation of success, not just in business, but in life. And it is something that I have studied for years and years. I'm not going to tell you how many years because that might give away my age and let you know how old I am. But anyway, yes. So we have a great presentation for you guys today. And these are things that we are going to be talking about in our community the entire month of February. So everything that we do in our community in February will be geared toward mindset. So it is going to be fabulous. I mean, really
I can't
fabulous.
wait.
Yes, I am so excited. It is just going to be incredible because really, I mean, we can't talk about all of these things in just an hour that we have.
No.
So, what I'm going to do is really just kind of give you sort of a brief overview and then don't go away because I'm going to do a special little NLP hypnosis kind of session kind of towards the end. And then we also have a wonderful offer for you for sticking around. So don't go anywhere. Get out a pen, get out a piece of paper, take some notes, and you're going to learn some things today that you might not have known before. So, you ready to get started, Fran?
Oh, yeah. Let's go. I'm dying to hear what you've got for
All
us.
right. So let me do this. And here we go. So, can you see that?
Yes, I can.
Yes, good. So, mindset is truly the foundation, and it is one of our big pillars of our community. We have 4 pillars in our community, and mindset is one of those and is probably one of the most important ones. And it's one that we spend a lot of time on, and why we're focusing an entire month on this. Your mindset is the magic wand that transforms dreams into goals and goals into reality. It all starts with the mindset. Authentic Inside and Out, which is the community that Fran and I have, is an online community for female entrepreneurs. We focus primarily on network marketing, not just on network marketing, but primarily. We focus on mindset, productivity, personal branding, and social media marketing, and also health and wellness. So in February, when we do our mindset focus, in all of those different pillars, we will be focusing on how mindset is important for each one of those things. And so who we are. Fran already told you about who we are. So we're not going to go into much more detail than that, but hopefully in our community, you'll get to know us as we get to know you too. So what is mindset? Mindset is your beliefs, it is your attitude, and it is your thoughts. But your thoughts are based on your beliefs and your attitudes. And those kinds of things come from experiences in your life. They come from exposures. They come from what you listen to, who you are around, the people that you're around. All of these different things affect your beliefs and your attitudes and create that mindset. And there are basically a couple of different kinds of mindsets. These are the basics. So there's a fixed mindset, which sees abilities and intelligence as static traits, believing that you just have a certain amount of things and that's it, that you're not going to do any better than what you are right now. It's just the way that it is, and there's not really anything else that you can do about that. And then there's a growth mindset. And the growth mindset sees abilities and intelligence as qualities that can be developed through dedication and hard work. So, in other words, you're not just limited by what you can do right now, but if you really believe and you really want to accomplish something, that with hard work and dedication to it, and you just set your mind basically to it, that you can do whatever it is that you want to do. This is evident in people like athletes, for example, musicians and artists, people like that. They have a big growth mindset. And then there are other kinds of mindsets that sort of go along with that. And these are going to fall in under that category of a growth mindset. So you have a positive mindset, mindfulness, which is basically just being in the moment and not thinking about all of the other things that are going on outside of that. Like, for example, when you're doing something like even as mundane as washing the dishes, for example, and you tend to think about all the other things that maybe you have to do that day. Mindfulness would be where you're really focusing in on washing the dishes and what is going on at that time. That's mindfulness, is really getting into the moment. And then there's resilience, of how you deal with challenges and setbacks. There's an abundance mindset, where you focus on growing and having more. And then there are self-limiting beliefs, which is not really a growth mindset. That's more of a fixed mindset. And self-limiting beliefs can sometimes cause us a little bit of problem in our business. So we're going to talk a little bit more about that. one of the biggest things that I think we deal with, especially as female entrepreneurs, is this thing called imposter syndrome. And it's becoming more and more popular. It was actually a term that was coined in the 1970s, which deals with our feelings of not being enough, doubting ourselves, being exposed as a fraud, maybe comparing yourself to other people and thinking, oh, well, look at the success that they're having, and I'm not having that kind of success. So I must not be very good at what I do. And I think women in general tend to have this more than men do. So it's something that we really have to focus on, and that we really need to learn how to overcome that feeling. And how it can relate to your mindset is that it does create this negative self-talk of saying, well, I'm not good enough, and well, I can't do that. And then we tend to want to be perfect, and we also are afraid of failure, and so we just don't even want to accomplish anything or begin to accomplish anything because we're afraid that we're going to fail. So why would we even start in the first place? And then, of course, there's that comparison trap that I mentioned just a minute ago about where you see someone else doing something that is similar to what you want to do and thinking, oh, wow, they've really got it all together and I don't. So I'm just a failure. And then there's that acknowledging achievements where we tend not to acknowledge the things that we have accomplished and those things that we have won. So one thing that I really like, and I heard from um, a great uh, mentor, Candace Nelson, talking about imposter syndrome. And she said that really imposter syndrome, when you feel that, it's really kind of a feeling of you're stepping out of your comfort zone and you're doing something maybe that you've never really done before. And so you may feel inadequate and you may feel fearful, but it's really just an uncomfortable feeling that you're having. And you need to just remember that you're doing something different. You're stepping out of that comfort zone. It's okay. And just keep going and keep pushing forward because you're going to be okay.
And I'd just like to add something, Jane, real quick, to do with the imposter syndrome that, we've spoken to so many accomplished solopreneurs, entrepreneurs, and it seems without a doubt that they have suffered from imposter syndrome at some
Oh,
point,
yes.
even when they've got all the credentials.
Yes.
It's
Oh, yes.
crazy, and they still have this self-doubt, even
Yes.
though they are way more qualified maybe than somebody that is talking at the front of the room at a convention or conference.
Oh,
They,
yes.
they know more, but they are just being held back by that mindset issue. And
Absolutely.
having something like mentors, a group that you're in where you can work through that is really important, because if you're just an
Yes.
island, you keep that self-doubt going. And often we just need to hear from somebody else, why we
Mhm.
are so awesome, because everybody is
Yes.
awesome in their own way. We
Right.
all take different routes to get to that awesomeness, but we kind of block that out. We forget, we play small
Right.
and not to our strengths. But having people around us, like a community, can really
Yes.
help us see that imposter syndrome is nothing but um, an issue with mindset.
Oh,
So I wanted
absolutely.
to add that.
Absolutely. And I mean, I've struggled with that. As you well know, I've struggled with that a lot for a long time. And I would go to a webinar or class or something, and I would be thinking to myself as they're talking, oh, I could do that. Well, I know that. Well, and I would tell you, and it's you have helped me to overcome a lot of those feelings. And so having that person, or that community, like you say, to support you and let you know that you do know these things, and you can do this, is really important. So as you said, when you're by yourself, you're just an island, and you just tend to just keep on perpetuating that mindset and those thoughts. And what are you doing that for? Because you're not really sharing your knowledge and your gift, as it would be, to really help other people. And that's what our purpose is to really help other people, and to show them that, yeah, you can do this, and here's how you can do it.
Yeah,
So
you can't be at your full potential if you're suffering from imposter syndrome.
exactly.
And it's, completely counter to an abundance mindset
Exactly.
if you're always feeling inferior about your abilities. And
Exactly.
of course, we don't like the whole fake it till you make it. You want to be authentically you as you present
Right.
yourself to the world. But yeah, I mean, you talk about
Right.
yourself, Jane. Everybody that heard me tell them about your credentials at the beginning, I mean, they're vast. You know so much stuff, and you can help in
Yeah.
so many areas. Yet that you have suffered from imposter syndrome can seem
Hmm.
unbelievable to many, but it
I
happens to
know.
the best of us. And yeah,
Absolutely.
so if you're suffering from that, don't feel bad. There are easy ways to kick that to the curb and get that abundance mindset. And with that, I'll let you continue, Jane.
Absolutely. So what are some of those tools? What are some things that you can do to overcome imposter syndrome and to have that growth mindset? Because you want to have a growth mindset. You don't want to have a fixed mindset. You want to be able to expand, and you want to be able to grow in what you think and how you do things. And so some of the tools and things that are good for this are mindfulness apps, and there are plenty of those. Journaling, affirmation cards and journals, professional development courses, mastermind groups, books. I can't even begin to tell you how many books there are on mindset. There are just hundreds of books on mindset. So clearly, it's an important issue, and one that I think most people struggle with. And because it is the foundation, you gotta start here, and there are plenty of books that can help with that. And of course, one of my personal favorites, is hypnosis and NLP, neuro linguistic programming. It is very powerful, and something that I love to do, and we are going to do that here in just a moment. So let's talk really briefly about challenges that you may have in your business, um, and how you would overcome those challenges. And obviously, one of those things is to embrace a growth mindset, because a growth mindset is going to help you get over a challenge that you may be going through, because it's better to deal with something with a positive mindset than it is with a negative mindset. So, and you want to cultivate that self confidence, which again, using some of those tools that I just told you about, helps to overcome those that self confidence doubt that you may have. When you learn to look at challenges not as problems, but as opportunities, that sort of shifts your mind to a whole different aspect. So you begin to look for the lesson in it, because a fixed mindset would look at a problem as something that, well, nothing I could do. It was just bad luck. It was just, that's just the way it is. A growth mindset will look at a problem as a challenge, as an opportunity to learn something and to grow from that. You also want to learn how to set really realistic goals. If you set goals that are way too high and basically unattainable with the mindset that you do have, then you're going to set yourself up for failure. And that's not going to be good for a positive mindset. Practicing positive affirmations definitely helps you overcome challenges, because it literally will change the pattern of thinking in your brain. You also want to build that supportive network, which is what Fran was talking about earlier. Having that community, having people around you who are positive, who are kind of on the same wavelength and have that kind of same mindset that you have. Visualizations, that's very important. Visualizations of visualizing what you want, not what you don't want, visualizing what you do want. And hypnosis and NLP plays that visualization plays a very big role in the in visualizations to overcome challenges. So before we talk about our community, I want to do this little exercise with you, this little hypnosis session. And so what I'd like for you to do, I'd like to invite you to get comfortable. Put both feet on the floor and just put your hands in your lap. Don't cross your hands, don't cross your legs, your ankles. And if you want to put your palms facing up, that's a good position, and just kind of sit back in your chair and close your eyes. Just close your eyes for a moment, and just, if you would, just take one nice big deep breath. Breathe in through your nose and expand your belly, and just breathe in, and then just let that go, and just feel your body just relaxing. And take another nice deep breath. And just allow any tension that you may have just to melt away. And just continue to breathe deeply. And just focus on the sensation of your breath as it comes in and out. And just center yourself in this present moment, allowing your body just to relax. Continuing just to breathe. Just breathe naturally. As a female entrepreneur, you have unique goals and aspirations. In the next few minutes, we'll work on clarifying and visualizing your desired outcome in your business. And in your mind's eye, just picture the success that you want to achieve. Just picture that, and then make that vision vivid. Just identify a specific goal or outcome that you want to achieve in your business. It could be related to sales. It could be personal development. But whatever it is, just take a moment and define this outcome very clearly in your mind. And think about that vision, think about that goal. Is it specific? Make sure that it is positively stated in your mind, in your vision, that it's achievable, it is something that you can do. Make sure that it is aligned with your values. And just continue to vividly visualize the desired outcome. And as you do that, as you visualize that, include some details. What do you see? Imagine the colors. Visualize the colors of what you see. And visualize and think about the sound. Are there any sounds that you hear? Maybe you hear applause. Maybe you hear a cash register. What sounds do you hear? What emotion do you feel? Do you feel joy? Do you feel fulfillment? Do you feel passion? Do you feel strong? Do you feel accomplished? Just see that the details of what your outcome is. See those details very vividly. Hear the sound of success. What does it sound like? And now what we're going to do is we're going to reinforce this positive vision that you have right now with some affirmations. So in your mind, say these affirmations after me. I am capable of achieving my goals. My success in business is inevitable. I am successful. I feel successful. I can do anything I put my mind to. I am enough. I am strong. My business is successful and flourishing. My dreams are coming true. I am achieving my goals. And just feel the power of these affirmations as they resonate within you. Notice how strong you feel. Notice how peaceful you feel. So, as we conclude, you can gently open your eyes and carry this positive energy with you as you continue your journey in your business. And remember this, that your success begins with a clear vision and the belief that you can achieve it. So you need the vision and you need the belief. And those two things can be worked on and enhanced all the time, every day. Every single day, notice or review your vision and work on your belief. If you need to make adjustments, make adjustments. I know that I have certainly had to do that, and Fran and I both within our business. We have changed our vision and refocused. Our belief has never really changed, but our vision has changed. And sometimes you might want to adjust one or the other depending upon what it is that you're doing. But certainly, like I have never given up on the vision that I've had for this community that we have, and the belief has never changed. The belief that I wanted to help other women and empower other women, and I know Fran is feels the same way. And so this is why we have this community called Authentic Inside and Out, where we work with female entrepreneurs who want to be authentic in their business and grow their business and grow their vision the way that they want to, the way that you want to have your business and be who you are to the world, because you have a gift unlike anyone else. You have a gift. You have something and a message that you want to share with other people. And that's what we want to do, is to help you be able to do that effectively and easily. And so that's what our community is all about. So, Fran, would you like to do the honors of talking about what our community has to offer?
Definitely. And, Jane, that was awesome. That was powerful.
Well,
I
thank
just
you.
felt a deep relaxation as I was doing that. And yeah, there's going to be a lot more of that. If
Yes.
you enjoyed that, you're
Yep.
going to enjoy being a member of the community,
And
because
and I will say,
Jane is,
I will say this, Fran, that is a very brief uh, introduction, I guess you could say, uh, to that whole process. So it's definitely something that will is going to be a part of our is a part of our community. So yeah, so that was a very brief little session. Yes.
and that was awesome.
Thank you.
So let's just talk about the community, because if you enjoyed uh, what Jane did there, you're going to enjoy a lot more with the community. So every month we are going to be doing workshops. And Jane, what have you got planned for the mindset for February?
Mm. Well, I think that we may have to dive a little bit deeper into some of these topics that we just talked about. So
I
it's
agree. I
hard.
mean, there's so much to cover. So
There really, really is. I mean, I was looking at some different things, trying to think of how to incorporate, there's just so many things around mindset that it's we may have to have more than one workshop in February, but I think that's why we want to take a whole month to focus on these different topics, and I think it's really cool the way we will integrate that mindset topic into other areas, basically. But the workshops will be a little bit more uh, focused, I guess you could say. So we may take, for example, affirmations and do a whole workshop just on affirmations, because I could seriously do that, a whole entire workshop on just affirmations or journaling or whatever. So um, yeah.
yeah, there'll be a lot of variety, and depending on our topic of the month, there'll just be a lot going on for the workshops alone. But we've got a lot more things to talk about. So
Yeah.
planning, oh my goodness, if you're not planning, then how does it go? If you if you fail to plan,
You
you plan to fail. So we
exactly.
do
Yes.
a lot when it comes to planning our weeks.
Yep.
And so if you are like a lot of solopreneurs, entrepreneurs, planning, the
Yes.
excitement of what you're doing can push planning to the back burner, but it's so important, and you have more success the more planning is involved. And so we will
Absolutely.
help you with that.
And we are huge believers of using planners. I'm a planner junkie, I guess you could
Yes,
say.
you are.
Yes, and I have so many resources for different planners, and what we will be doing is having a planner slash planning session on Fridays where we will actually go together and plan for the week ahead or the month, whatever. And so that you actually do that planning so that you don't have an excuse as to, oh, goodness gracious, I forgot my planner. You know, the amount of people, the percentage of people who write down their goals, for example, is very, very, very small. And yet, the people who are the most successful are those people, that small percentage of people who actually write their stuff down. So, putting it down is so critical when you are in business for yourself. This is a huge, I think, a huge benefit is having these weekly planning sessions.
And
And
so, we have plan, do, and review. So really,
yeah,
it's not just the planning, that's just a small part of it. You've got to do the work that you said you were going to do.
yeah,
And so you'll have time to review what you did, what you didn't do, and start again for the next week. So
yes,
we will have accountability steps in place so that you can get the most out of your planning as well. And so
yes.
mastermind sessions, really important. If you've never been a part of a mastermind, you will really enjoy this,
Oh,
because
yes.
minds coming together and being able to brainstorm through issues is really important. If you work for yourself, you can tend to just be by yourself. And as we talked about with the imposter syndrome, you don't want to be an island. That's when the negative self-talk can convince you of things that aren't true. Weekly mastermind sessions can help you break through a lot.
Absolutely. Yep. Book study.
Yes. So if you don't like reading, we can help you get the nuggets out of books. We will be talking a lot about different books and going over all the good stuff that you need to know, but if you don't have time to read the book, it's okay. So all the topics that we cover in Authentic Inside and Out, whether it be health and wellness or productivity, there's a whole gamut, but we will choose a book that we think will best help you grow.
Mhm.
And that leads on to action focus classes, which I love, which is a class where we walk you through um, coming up with an action plan based on, so it's kind of like masterminding, but it's more individual work, right? Whereas the mastermind um, is a group thing. So this helps you, again, just break through, push through any issues that you have and take action. And we base that class on a book that is specific for helping you grow again. So it's not just me and Jane in this group just telling
Mhm.
you what we've learned, whether it's, from all the trainings that we've paid for, and all the
An
experience
experience.
that we've had in running our own businesses. We are bringing you obviously that, but also stuff from thought leaders that will help you.
Mhm. Yeah, those are really cool. Courses.
Courses.
Mm.
So that is something that we will be bringing to the community, short courses to help you with all kinds of things, from whether it's social media, um, nailing down your target audience, to pricing, a whole gamut of things that you will need to grow your business. So that is one thing we are going to be sharing with you. And then we have office hours. So 5 days a week, we have some time set aside on the regular where you can just pop in. If you've got questions, you can speak with us. They are done in this sort of format where it's a virtual event, and you can either come and just sort of sit and work on something and know that there are some other folks that are there, and if you have issues getting stuff done, that can really help. And if you need to talk about anything in your business, that's the time to do it as well.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm.
And coaching. The beauty of this Authentic Inside and Out is that you have two of us, and we have different strengths, but kind of like that Venn diagram, we come together at some points. Jane, Zig Ziglar certified, again with all the other things that she's certified in, is an amazing resource. And my specialty is entrepreneurship and digital marketing. And so we come together and we can pretty much cover all your needs. So if you need anything more specific, drilling down, we have different packages and sessions available, and you can find out more about that within the community. So we think that there's an awful lot of value here. We put a total value of this, plus you can go out on the interwebs and find folks that are sharing kinds of what we share, but you could pay a lot more. But we think that this is pretty much the pricing of what we have shared with you, what's in the community. And of course, that's like over and over and over. This is a monthly thing. Now, we have a real special for you, because even though the value is immense, we have a special offer for you folks that are here on this webinar. Because our memberships are new, the community is new, we're actually going to price this at $97 a month. But because you are here early, you're an early bird, you're a ground floor member, someone that's going to be grandfathered in for the life of the community, we're giving you a really steep discount. So all that value, we're squeezing it into $97 a month for everybody else. But for you, you are going to get this for just $27 a month. So recapping all those things, Jane, quickly go back through and just show everybody what they're getting again for that $27. It's kind of insane. So
I know, right?
You can just flick through there real quick because we've already described everything.
Workshops, the planning sessions, the mastermind session, that alone is worth a lot.
A lot.
Book study club, action focus classes, courses, office hours, coaching. That's very unique.
So I think you'll agree $27 a month is an absolute steal, a total bargain. That's not even $1 a day. And if you think about it, how many chai lattes or fancy coffees is that,
Right,
for the
right.
month? Not very many. Depends where you live. It's probably maybe like 3 in some parts of the US,
Exactly.
So really it's very affordable. And as somebody that will be grandfathered in, others will be coming in after you paying a lot more.
Yeah.
And you will always stay at that $27 a month for as long as you're a paying member. So that's what we have for you in the Authentic Inside and Out community. So we really hope that you will join us.
And to take advantage of that offer, what you will need to do is send us an email at authentic@authenticinsideandout.com and tell us that you saw this recording, that you saw this presentation, and that you want to join for $27, and we will hook you up. But you got to mention that you saw this particular presentation, as I said, and we will send you the information and the sign up. We're going to be focusing on mindset for the entire
The
month.
whole 29 days this year.
I have an extra day. So we really want to thank you for taking the time to watch this presentation, to be with us today. It is truly our honor. We are here to empower you as a female entrepreneur, a female business owner. We want you to be authentic in your work. We want to be able to come along beside you and support you in the gift that you have to give to the world. We want to be able to help you get that out there and to be everything that you want to be and achieve your goals and be really successful for you, your family, your community, and the world. So again, if you have any questions or comments, please email us at this email address, and we are here for you. So Fran, is there anything else you'd like to say in closing?
Nope, that's it. This was amazing, Jane. And we are just going to be able to do a lot more of this going forward. So with that,
Yes.
thank you. See you on the inside of the community and take care. Bye.
Yep. Bye.